Welcome to the Ada K Show. I'm your host, Ada K, and I am a criminal justice major. I am also a deaf courtroom commentator, breaking down the gripping courtroom drama while providing full ASL interpretation, making justice accessible to everyone. Grab a cup of Java and let's dive in. And don't forget, comment, like, and subscribe. And if you love this channel, please become a member. Hello, and welcome, everybody. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are fine. I hope you're having a fabulous weekend. I am doing a live I never wanted to do. Gotta hear it. First of all, I want to say to my mods, I love you dearly. You have been fabulous, and you are and still have been and still are my right-hand people. But I have had to pull away for the last week. I've shut down my computer and only looked at things through my phone. I literally turned off my computer, and I haven't done that except for moving it. I was in a place that I actually pulled away from my mods, and no, I'm not ghosting my mods. But I could not truly communicate because I have been so deeply hurt and so deeply frustrated that I had to go within myself and figure out who is Ada, what does Ada want, and where's Ada want to go. And if I had spoken to my mods and communicated with my mods, I would have put on them things that they don't deserve. So give a little context for my mods and everybody else. And no, I haven't told anybody I'm doing this. This is a pop-up that people could watch it at their leisure. But in the last 3 weeks, I have been hit so hard via email and in private messaging and even phone calls that were so unjust and unneeded and hateful, not only to me, but attacking my mods and attacking other people who watch and view this channel. So I shut everything down. I went to work, I did my job, I came home, and I shut down. Went to bed, got depressed, didn't want to even go in my bedroom because my setup is in my bedroom. Cried every time I saw my setup. I knew that it could be mean on YouTube, but I did not know it could be this horrible. And for what? What have I done? So I have sat down. I have made bullet points of some of the things that I'm going to address. Some of this stuff is so horrible and outrageous and so tactful and so hurtful, I'm not even going to dignify it with an answer. But I am going to say this once, and I'll probably say it again. You attack my mods through me, it stops with me. I'm not going to do it. My mods are some of the best mods I've ever seen, and I don't deserve them, and I love them, and I feel like I deserve them, but I also sometimes feel like I don't. They are hardworking, they're research queens, and they do all this for free to help me so you can be entertained and so you can view all this and sit at your home with your popcorn and your coffee, soda, beer, whatever, and you can enjoy what we put out there for free. So I was going to forward all those emails to people. I was going to respond, and I've trashed them because nobody deserves it. It doesn't deserve a response in the manner that I want to give it. So apparently I've committed a crime. I want to talk about it. I'm going to put bullet points here. So I'm teleprompting some of this, and I'm not going to hear any complaints about that either. We're going to address everything. And then Monday, I'm starting my channel the way it needs to be done. Monday, I'm balls to the walls again. But right now, I have to address some things. There's been a pattern of attacks aimed at small group content creators recently. And unfortunately, I've been pulled into it, and I am not going to pretend it didn't happen. Some of the people being targeted have been a guest on my show. They weren't here to talk about the drama, and I'm not here to engage in the drama. They were here because they cared deeply and were deeply involved in covering a specific case, a real serious case that deserves covering. That's the only reason they were here on my show. I don't take sides in creator drama, never have. My job is the cases that we are covering, not to engage in feuds happening around YouTube. This has affected my channel, and I'm saying this once and clearly, and then I'm moving on from it. I am not interested in escalating anything. I am not taking sides with anyone. If I have a side to take, it will be done personally. But because I choose not to take sides on drama that other people have created that didn't involve me to begin with, do not judge me, criticize me, and attack my channel and my mods because I choose to do the right thing. I'm in my world. You stay in your world. YouTube is too big. I'm not going to be pulled into it. I am done absorbing it quietly. All right, I'm going to clear up a few more things while we're here. First, comments. Some of you say I delete anything. I don't agree with that. It's been said on other content creator channels. It has gotten back to me through multiple sources that people are bashing me because I delete comments and all of that. Well, let's talk about that. Let's do an actual math. I rarely delete comments. I probably have deleted one comment in 15 streams, if that. Sometimes I've had as much as 30, 40 streams that we don't delete comments and that I block maybe one person every 6 months. That is not anyone disagrees with me attitude blocking. That's harassment of me and attacking me personally. That is what I call a bad faith bait. You're trying to get me to draw into drama. I'm not going to do it. Disagreements have never been on that list, and it's not going to be. I delete things that need to be deleted because they are hateful, attackful, or inappropriate. If you will address this a little more in the future and a little further out, but if you are tactful, mean, rude, or inappropriate, you will be deleted. There are rules in YouTube, and I follow them. And while I was speaking a minute ago on moderation, I need to say something else about my mods. They take heat constantly for doing their job for me. And I'm done with letting that go without saying anything. They don't delete your comments because they feel like it. And I will back them up 100%. If they delete your comment, then it needed to be deleted. I'm sorry, I've got a little my hair moment. I've been outside. If they delete it, I support them. I don't care whether you agree with it or not. They follow the rules that not only have I set, but YouTube set, and we have set as a team. Every time. Even when people are ugly to them. Directly ugly for forcing the deletions. That's a thankless job, and they do it anyway because they care about this channel, the community, and me. And I could not do any of this without them. They are my rock. I love them, and they don't deserve 1 ounce of hate that they get for keeping the place running smoothly and protecting everybody. This channel is about being a safe place for all disabled and abled people. Whether you're on the spectrum, whether you're blind, whether you're deaf, whether you have panic attack, no matter what you struggle with, we support you. And we always have been supported, and we protected people that have been attacked for it. So I'm backing my mods 100%, and I'm not going to entertain another email attacking them. So if you've got a problem with how comments are handled, that's on me. Direct your comments to me and leave my mods alone. I will not tolerate it anymore. Apparently, I'm also being called fraud because I don't have credentials to talk about any of the things I talk about. Well, let's discuss that. I graduated in December with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, and I am currently working on my master's degree. Not only did I pass, but I passed with a tenth of a point from summa cum laude. And right now I have a 4.0 in the master's program. Yeah, I'm bragging on myself a little bit. That's real. That's ongoing education. That's not a costume. That's not fraud. And there's a lot of people out there who think because they can check the web and look around or they watch this that they know it all. I don't even know it all. I don't put myself out there as being a know-it-all. I speak from a place of the knowledge that I have at the time I have it. And here's the honest part. Nobody has every case fact memorized. When something comes up and I don't know, I will search for it. And believe it or not, if I'm searching for it, my mods have already started. The moment it hits, we're all searching for it. The same as every content creator live on YouTube. Sometimes those searches may turn up something that may be not 100% correct or flat out wrong. And I have gone live with it, not knowing. That's happened. And I'm not going to pretend that it doesn't, and it hasn't. I'm not the only only content creator who has gone live and had wrong information. But getting bad information and correcting it once you know it is not correct is not fraud. Fraud is the intentional deception. An honest mistake, owned and corrected, is just what happens when you cover things live. Live is fluid. And honesty, if using a search engine when you don't know something makes you a fraud, hell, all of YouTube needs to turn off their channels. Because we all research. We all pull from as many sources as we can, and we depend on those sources. A lot of it's court documents, but court documents don't always have all the information as well. While I am very, very adamant about credibility, some of you have said that I've been using AI to answer answers, and I use teleprompters. I'm using my teleprompter right now. Why? It's a tool in StreamYard. The information on this channel sometimes is too vast, too important, and to get it wrong. Names, dates, credentials, facts that I need to share with you. And I sometimes don't feel that winging it is appropriate. When I'm live and then getting it wrong, that could actually hurt somebody. What's on that teleprompter is my research, my prep, my work, or that of my mods. It is not AI. If using teleprompter to keep facts straight makes you AI, then every anchor since 1950 owes you an apology. And I know a lot of the people that you have compared me to or said that I should be like, they use teleprompters as well. In fact, I know one of them is a beta tester or tests some of these features that we get in StreamYard before they actually go live. Now I want to talk about the layout. Few of you have wanted court feeds that are full screen. And they want my window as minimal and small as possible. No banners, no names, no nothing, just straight feed. Well, guys, I hear you. But I have done that. But the request comes from a few people. And I have had several, well, a lot more than I thought, people reaching out to me via email and have asked for the opposite. You like being able to drop in and see the name of the person testifying in the low bottom, left hand or wherever I put it on the screen. Because they don't have 5 to 12 hours a day to sit and watch and keep up. It creates an opportunity for people to pop in and instantly know who is on the stand and what's happening. The name in my window and the banner, all of that, do that job. Most of you aren't watching it, like I said, for 12 straight hours. A lot of people pop in and out because they work. That layout is for them. It's not to spite those who can sit and watch 8 hours of court. One more thing. You're going to see me pausing in and jumping in with commentary again. Not too much. not interrupting, but you will be seeing more commentary. That is not just me wanting to talk. It turns out YouTube requires that for monetization. Without real-time commentary, this gets to flagged as refused content or reused, content. No matter how good the court feed is, no matter where the pauses are in court between witnesses. So the pauses aren't optional anymore. They're kind of a whole point of being a commentary channel. And honestly, that's not a loss. That's this channel going back to where it was in the beginning itself. It was never meant to be a silent rebroadcast to court feeds built on as commentary channel that the name on the tin. We're here to break down the context. We're here to use American Sign Language when requested. And I'm going to pause on the ASL. I had a deaf person run off this channel because somebody was commenting and being mean about me flapping my hands. I am deaf without hearing aids. I'm an ASL interpreter. I am a deaf support specialist, disability integration specialist, and this channel will be all inclusive. So no more apologizing, no more forewarning. If a deaf person comes on and I know it, I'm going to immediately go in sign language. That's part of this show. The court feed is the material. I am the part that makes the sense. And while I am on the subject of moderation again, I'm tired of them taking the heat. We've already talked about it. I am not going to put up with it. Oh, I got comments I'm not even looking at. My apologies. When you're ugly to my mods, you're ugly to me, and I'm going to defend them. I've already said this part. I'm not going to say it again. Sorry about that. I reduplicated it. So, if you want a live feed, So if you want raw feed, nobody talking over it, that's fair. And it exists. Go to Court TV. I love Court TV, Long Crime. I love the news stations. Go to their broadcast. I'm okay with that. I don't do this for the numbers. And I got to the point to where I felt like I had to do it for the numbers because of monetization. I don't do it for the numbers. I did it because I loved it. I loved the interaction. I loved the laughter. I loved the comments. I loved the joking. I loved what we used to have, and we're not there anymore. So if you want a raw feed, go to the raw feed. But I will tell you, I'm going to be respectful and not interrupt unless it's something I feel is important. And I'm not going to be hopping in every 2 minutes and talking about things that aren't related. So I'm going to keep it on task. But if you're here for someone who actually cares and breaks down what's happening with what knowledge they know and reacts to it like a real person, then that's this channel. I'm inviting you into my home, into my living room. I am not Court TV. I am not Long Crime. I'm not a news station. It's like me deciding to stream the Super Bowl in my home and inviting you in and us having a good time, stopping and talking and laughing and critiquing and having a good time. Yes, I'm going to drink coffee. Yes, I'm going to sit here and take care of myself. Before I let you go, I also want to tell you that most of you are not the people that I'm speaking of, that I've just spent all this time talking about. Most of you show up because you care about my channel and getting the real story, and then you ask great questions, and you keep this place decent even when we're covering something heavy and hard. That is the actual channel. That is why I'm keep doing this. Sometimes I've done 12 and 16-hour streams all day. I can't do that anymore unless it's a weekend because I had to get a real job, pay the bills, so I can pay the electric and the internet fees and keep doing this. And I want to address one last thing. I love a certain content creator. In fact, I watched that certain content creator for many, many years. And if I get another criticism about wearing their earrings, well, first of all, Kendra Scott is not owned by that creator. That creator did not have them design those earrings for them. In fact, I've had those earrings for 10 years and I've only known about that creator for 4. I wear baseball caps a lot when I'm not in work uniform. I am who I am. I'm older than that person. I have been around longer in life than that person. I am who I am. And if we happen to have some of the same things and some look similar in some ways, chalk it up as that. My channel is not their channel. Their channel is not my channel. I love that content creator. I still watch and follow that content creator. I honor and respect her with every fiber of my being. But the haters, you're out the door. Last thing. I don't want to shut down the comments. I don't want to shut down the emails and the contact to get a hold of me because I feel that's important for everybody. Everybody, I feel that I know I've opened myself up. I knew that I was going to take some hate. This is gotten out of control. But if it continues, I'm removing the number, I'm removing the emails, and I'm going to shut down comments. Unless you're a subscriber. I don't want to do that. I want this channel to be what it was a year and a half ago. It was fun. I enjoyed coming on. I loved coming on. I loved doing the research. I loved my mods' engagement. I loved everybody's engagement. We laughed. We had fun. We're going to do that again. But there are going to be changes. Mods, I'm sorry, I've been very quiet. I did not want to dump anything else on my mods. I needed to figure this out myself. I needed to turn in with Ada and figure out what I was going to do before I spoke to my mods because it's not fair to them. I have been very quiet this week. I've not answered any emails. I've not answered anything. It's not ghosting. It was self-care. Because honestly, this has driven me to a place that's made me very unhappy. And I had people accusing things of my mods, and I'm not going to go into it in public or private, but I'm just saying I shut it down. We're shutting it down. My mods are the best supporters of this channel. They have been with me through thick and thin. My mods have supported me through, I can't handle this. This is driving me crazy with my hair. Sorry. My mods have been with me through 2 deaths of 2 sisters dying, through illness, through moves, through job, through hell and back. And not only that, through all of the crap that you guys, not you, everybody, but the negative people and the haters and all of that have thrown at us. We did not lose our monetization because of my mods. And I'm going to repeat that again. For those of you, I had 2 people email me and accuse my mods of destroying my channel. They didn't do anything wrong. They took over. They did the best they could. They did what they needed to do. I do not begrudge them anything. And if that's the way you feel, you can hit the road, Jack. We will start blocking. We will start deleting comments if they are mean, hateful, and tactful. And if I just so happen to put a piece of popcorn in my mouth and forget to take me off screen, so be it. This is real live. I'm a human being. I'm not a robot, and I'm not getting paid by anybody $100,000 a year to produce all this and sit here. Because I tell you what, if you want to pay me $100,000 a year, then I will do whatever you want me to do. I look at this as a hobby. It's a gift. It's providing access to the deaf when they are there and want it. That was my real goal after this happened. Let me back up. I didn't start YouTube to do this. I started a YouTube channel to do something called Jail Widow, and I'm going to get back to that. And I got all this equipment and needed to learn and figure out how to use it. So I went live on a trial because I could never thinking anybody was going to watch me, and it took off unexpectedly. I had no clue what I was doing. This was an accident that became a passion. And I have had to learn everything on the cuff and the curve along with my mods. So moving forward, what are we going to do? We are going to cover courts and trials. We're going to do some actual document breakdowns. We may even cover different things here and there. But understand, I work a minimum of 8 to 5. Monday morning, for example, I will be up at 4 in the morning. I have to drive out of town for my job and be at a location at 7 in the morning. I will work all day till 5, and then I'm going to come here and find something to go live on, and I'm going to sit here until 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. I wish I could be 8 to 5 this. This would be a dream to be 8 to 5 this. But I have to feed, I have to take care of bills. We all have to have jobs, and then eventually hopefully retire and not have to have a job. This I still love very much. And when I end this live, I'm going to go find my passion again. I'm going to go love on my mods. I hope they forgive me. But this has been a long time coming. A long time coming. I want to have guests on my show. I want this to be what it was. It really hit me hard when I got demonetized. But what hit me harder were the last 2 weeks of emails and attacks that have been coming from people I don't know. The last thing I want to talk about are I find it interesting that I can be live for 4 minutes, 5 minutes, have 4 or 5 viewers, and have 3 likes and 13 dislikes every single live. You know what? Go ahead and keep doing it. I don't care anymore because it's engagement. If you hate me that much and none of you know me, I've done nothing wrong. I literally have done nothing wrong. I have talked to several content creators. I've asked them to review my channel. I actually spoke to a content creator who had no idea who I was, and I contacted them and I said, look, I need an outside voice. I need somebody to clarify something for me. I need somebody to help me. And they were so kind, and they watched some of my videos from day one to now, and we had a heart-to-heart. And you know what? That person asked not to be named, and I wouldn't name that person, but that person, thank you very much. Because one of the questions I specifically asked that person is, what have I done wrong, if anything, to warrant what's happened to this channel? And their answer to me was not a damn thing. Word for word, not a damn thing. We invest many hours outside of what you see on screen, preparing and creating. My thumbnails are created by me. I have used AI to blend layers, but do you know what? I know a lot of content creators right now that use AI 100% of the time. I'm a photo restorationist photographer for 20 years. I actually was one of the first people to actually start using Adobe Photoshop. I was a beta tester for Adobe Photoshop. I don't need AI to create anything like that at all. But sometimes something happens and I'm on a time crunch and I don't have time because I need to go live because it's breaking news. I will create something, throw it in an AI while I'm creating the live stream and say blend layers, and that's it. And unfortunately, when I do that, then somebody else creates a thumbnail, AI can use what I've submitted. So there you go. Angel Eyes, G for you, thank you very much. June, thank you very much. Trace on the case, thank you very much. Angela, thank you very much. So starting Monday, I'm going to enjoy my Father's Day weekend. I don't have a biological father. I have a spiritual father who is 91 years old, and I'm going to love on him this weekend. I'm going to take this weekend to prepare for next week and decide what case we're going to follow. We're going to start again come Monday evening when I get home from work, even though I will have been awake at 4 o'clock in the morning. I will be live at 5:30, 6 o'clock. And we will cover something. There are going to be minor changes. I'm not going to go crazy. Don't worry, mods, but there will be minor changes. I want to be me again. I don't want to sit here and feel like I am not me. I am here to be a robot for everybody and have to meet everybody's needs when everybody's contradicting themselves. I'm going to be Ada. I'm going to laugh again. I'm going to enjoy it again. I'm going to love what I do again because I'm a fighter. And all you haters out there on YouTube, and you want to go on your YouTube channel and talk bad about me, go for it. Go for it. Because what I've survived in my life, you're nothing. What's important is, first of all, is my mental health. And I went to a very bad place the last 2 weeks, and I'm not going there again. It affected me personally, my work. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to allow you to get in my head and to destroy me so you can feel good and get, and these people are streaming hate, pure hate, to get clickbait, to get grow their channels off the backs and reputations, or destroying the reputations of others. If that's what you got to do because you can't do anything else, go for it. I don't care if I have only 1 viewer or 1,000 viewers. I'm going to still do what I love to do. No longer am I going to worry about the numbers. No longer am I going to worry about how many people are liking my live versus how many that are hating my live. Don't care anymore. When I started this, I didn't care. I remember the first time I went live and I had 30 viewers. I was so excited, I could barely sleep. What is that, Trace, on the case? It's been a year of hate and they are just looking so pretty. Yeah. I'm not going to be bad mouthing anybody. I never have. So that's why I struggled with what's going on. My mods and I are very careful about not bad mouthing anybody, about keeping out of all this. And because I held my head up high, did not engage, and did not participate, I still got dragged into it. I made a K. I'm an artist. I'm passionate. I make mistakes. I'm human. I'm not perfect. I'm dyslexic. Neurodivergent. I'm deaf. I'm smart. Some people may not think so. I didn't. I'm a college graduate. I'm educated. And I'm not saying this to make me better than anybody, but I'm putting out there, who am I? I spend my days now, and you guys don't understand. Now I spend my days fighting and advocating for people who lost everything they've had and still have not recovered from the floods of Kerrville, Texas, as a disaster case manager. I spend my days fighting for people to get the funding they need to rebuild their lives. I'm a firefighter, first responder, volunteer. I'm a chaplain. I feel like I am a service-oriented person. But the YouTube channel for me is what helps me deal with what I face every day. It breaks my heart. You have no idea what it's like to go from place to place where people are living in mold. Some people are living under carports. Some people in a mobile home. Some people, when their home is sitting there dilapidated and falling apart. You don't know what it's like to go to a call when someone says, hey, we need you to come up. We need you to come. There's been attempted suicide. Yes, I said the word. You don't know what it's like to go where people have been killed in a car wreck and pick up a baby that's been decapitated and have to sit here and handle the mother and love on that mother and help that mother for the first 48 hours walk through the grief and the horrific events that killed her baby. You guys don't know what I deal with and what I do. So when I come here, this was supposed to be a safe place to have fun. This was something that was supposed to help me get away from all of that. I am human. Not a robot. And yeah, sometimes I may come in here with a little emotion. Yeah, maybe a little bit passionate. Yeah, I may be whatever. But has anybody asked me what happened that day? I come here, I pour out of myself all day, and I love it. Love my job. And not many people can say that. And I pour myself into that as much as I can. And then I come here and pour myself into creating free entertainment content for you. to sit in your home after whatever you've done all day. And I get it. You guys may use this. A lot of people use this stuff to get away from their lives as well. That's normal. But it's not acceptable for you guys to attack us just because you're having a bad day. And I may have said something that rubbed you raw. Boo. If you're going to leave my channel and you're not going to watch anymore, just go. I don't need an announcements. You don't need to attack me and tell me how horrible I am or my mods because they deleted a comment that was so inappropriate that needed to be deleted. I don't need you hating on me or my mods and then saying, bye, we're out. Guess what? We don't care. Just leave. I care about everybody who watches my channel. I love when y'all watch. And I do care if I've done something wrong that has offended people, sometimes too much. But I'm not going to care if you hate on my mods or me. There's a way to do things. If you have a problem with something that I do, if you have a problem or say I got something wrong, email me or contact me on the phone. There is a number listed. You can reach me. Yeah, I'm dyslexic. And sometimes I am like trial and trail are one of the worst words for me. And sometimes, even though I think I proof it, it doesn't catch it. I can put it in a proofing program, but because both words are real words, it doesn't catch it. Hold on a sec. I can't handle this anymore. Give me a sec. I'm going to keep talking. So my thing is this, y'all. I am human. I'm going to make mistakes. I don't have a team. I don't have a team of paid professionals. I have better. I have wonderful volunteer mods. But I don't have a producer. I don't have anybody writing all my content for me. I don't have anybody gearing up, and I don't have anybody in the background popping up things while I talk, while I just sit here and talk and everything else happens. That would be nice to get to that point, and that's okay. I'm not hating it. I love it. I would love to have something like that because I think it'd be cool and fun. Trace in the case as a social worker, you know. And that's fine. Let me see this comment. We have just had to keep going. I stopped watching a lot of trials. It's kind of, yeah. I'm standing up for my channel. I'm standing up for my mods. I'm standing up for myself. And again, most of you who are watching, you're not the ones this is aimed at, but I had to get it out there and I had to make an explanation to everybody as to why I've not been around. So moving forward, fun is my new word. I have it taped on my monitor. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy your comments. I want y'all to be more, I want y'all to comment more. Yes, they're rules. Not just because of I want them, because YouTube has them as well. We have rules in society. You can say almost anything you want, just as long as you say, in my humble opinion, I believe or I feel, as long as it's not tactful, hateful, or foul language. It's that simple. No name calling. Even the judge, we don't tolerate name calling in any way, shape, or form. And that's okay. So moving forward, I'll go live Monday. Don't know what yet. I'll figure that out this weekend. I'll let my mods know. I'll let them know what I'm going to cover. I'll get it all set up. But understand, I'm here because I want this to be fun and I want to be supportive of the true crime community, and I want to provide access more than anything with guaranteed closed captioning on everything I can get it on, so that the hard of hearing, I have a lot of hard of hearing people that were watching. I've had a lot of complaints about the closed captioning. Get over it. I'm providing full and equal access to a community that is normally not reached. That's who I am. I'm a part of that community. I need them too. Not just about for them, it's for me and them. With that, oh, I know you got me, boo. Thank you so much. I didn't want to do this. I did not want to go here. But I felt I had to move forward. Life happens. But the hate's got to stop. There's too much hate in this world. I wanted my place to be a place of love, a place of peace, and a place of security, knowing that when people come in here, they're not going to be attacked. And I think my mods have done the best job that anybody could do to make sure that our viewers and our the people who comment and participate are not attacked. But I've not stood up for myself or my mods at the fear of pissing off other people and losing what little viewers I had left after all this disaster. You know what? I can rebuild from one again. At least this time I know what I'm doing. So, done some soul searching. I've laid down the groundwork. This is what we're going to do. The rules are going to stay. We're going to enforce those rules. And I'm not going to announce you're going to the block board anymore. You're just going to go. Again, I have blocked maybe one person in 6 months. And I've gone probably 30, 40 lives without even deleting comments. The mods have done a wonderful job. And more than anything, what broke my heart was some of the stuff I was being emailed. Mods, I love you. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. You know it and I know it. You're not perfect either. We are all imperfect people. All I can say is moving forward, we're getting back to the basics. We're getting back to what I did this. Well, not why I started this, but why it became what it did. I hope you join us. But if you don't like my channel and you want certain things, it's okay. We all don't eat the same flavor ice cream. I'm good with that. YouTube's big enough. But for the people that stick with me, I want us to have fun. Please comment more, engage more, participate more. That was one of the things that really I struggled with because that has really declined. This isn't for me. I don't do this for me. It's a little bit for me. I do it for all of us. And I want a safe place. So I'm going to sign off. I'm going to let everybody think about all this. Mods, I will reach out tomorrow. I do have something to go to tonight. I've got to prepare for a very difficult work week. And I've got to prepare for Monday's live. I want to wish all the fathers out there and those of you who are in fatherly roles, happy Father's Day. And all of the people who've ever been on my show as a guest, I love you, appreciate you, and would love to have you back. No matter what's going on in YouTube, no matter what's going on with the haters and all of the drama, I'm leaving it over there. I have shut the door. It will not be brought up again on my YouTube channel. It will not cross these lips again unless I absolutely have to address it. This is a safe place. It's been a safe place for y'all, but it hasn't been a safe place for me and sometimes my mods. And now it's a safe place for all of us. I don't want to cry. But mods, forgive me for when I've fallen short. And understand that the last week or so, I had to pull in. My computer's back up and running again. I'm on again. And I'm not going away. I'm not going to let them win. So, I love you all. Thank you so much for those who are still here. And I pray that y'all have a great weekend. And I will see you Monday with bells on, with a smile, and ready to go to court. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I hope you have an awesome day. Till next time, take care.